Hey, what is happening, everybody? You fine folks out there in the world of podcast land. I am at Pruitt. This is Everyday People Doing Everyday Shit. Hanging out with the one and only Queen Pruitt, also known as, what you call her? Phoebe Queen Pruitt. How you be over there?
I'm swell. How are you doing?
Unbelievable, as always. Sitting here, unfortunately, I see some...
You said unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, I see some I guess you can say some ADD I got going on, or an OCD I got going on when it comes to the picture quality on your camera. But
I see it too.
But I could fix that another day.
Okay. Biscuit, come here.
I'll fix that another day. Biscuit. It'll be all right. Biscuit is done run off. He's done.
They trying to see you. Come here. Biscuit, you want me to throw the ball? He knows that I want to, he right there, but he ain't acting right. Shocking. Anyway, thank y'all for being here. This is a show where we like to sit down and just talk about a little bit of nothing. and just everyday life, if you will. Check us out on whatever podcast app you enjoy. And if you're hanging out live inside of YouTube, we try to do this each and every week. In the live stream, go ahead and hit thumbs up, hit like, whatever it is it's called right now, to help send that signal to YouTube that we're doing our thing. As a matter of fact, I think I'm 3 dadgum subscribers away from 5,000 on YouTube, some weird number like that. It still pisses me off. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. I don't know. I'm just trying to get over that 5,000 threshold because I believe that'll change some things for me financially, but we shall see. But yeah, thank y'all for being here. Thank you for checking us out and hanging out in the live chat. I see Cinder Fractals in the house. We got John Helm up in the house doing his thing, talking smack to me about my Clemson shirt that I got on tonight, as if I've left Clemson. Nah, bro. No. I'm still Tigers for life, baby. How dare you? But yes, I am definitely screaming "Go Ducks" a lot more than I ever have in my whole life. So, so there is that. I have to make sure that we started to get used to it that first or second time that I went down, up, and we were walking into the restaurant or we're leaving the gas station or whatever, and hearing people go down the road and "Go Ducks," and it took a while for it to register, and then it was like, oh yeah it's not Tigers, it's okay,
the shirt that
that's
I'm wearing.
right.
Oh yeah, I am wearing that shirt, right? And there's flags on the car too, right?
Yes. And then you that's like, okay, I forgot for a moment. It took a while.
Oh man. Yeah, the chat is talking about the rankings there. The Ducks are number 2 and Ohio State's number 3 in the rankings, he thinks, says Cinder Fractal. I think Ohio State went down to 4. I think they went down to 4, and the Ducks are number 2. Hell of a game. Good time. Don't want to talk sports unless y'all really, really want to talk sports, because I got a lot to say about that. Oh, my goodness.
I think they tell you that they don't want you to.
Huh?
Don't they tell you that they don't want you to talk sports?
Well, one person in particular does.
One
person in particular did.
Do I know who that person is?
Well, you don't know her personally.
Oh, okay.
Miss Iggy, she's great. Hadn't heard from her in a little while, but she's great, and she's always been very supportive.
It's like, we don't know what you're talking about when you get to talking about all that detailed sports
there is
talk.
There is that other cat, also known as Finn inside of our Patreon. Yeah, he don't know squat about sports, but that's okay. It's all good. Anything on your brain that you'd like to discuss tonight while I try to pull up some prep from the
who is in the people that are in the chat right now are the ones that matter, I guess, right now, because they're saying that they like sports and they like sports too. Okay. And all right. I totally he totally shoved the guy. Okay, let me go ahead and say this.
Okay, go at it. You struggling?
Where was I?
Can't get your words.
I couldn't find the game
here on TV. I tried my best to get it on the TV and I couldn't. And then I ended up I had already made plans to go to see a play, but I was following it on my phone, on my watch during the time that I was in there. But yeah, I didn't get to see it. So I'm going to listen to you all.
Oh, really?
I'm just good because I don't know about shoving. I don't know any of these things. All I know is it was close the whole time. That's it. That's all I know. And that's just score wise. I don't know plays. I don't know plays.
Okay. Well, I will say this. So this game was a huge matchup because it was a top 3 battle. All right. So it was number 3 Oregon versus number 2 Ohio State in the country. All right. And it's also a conference game, so it is a lot heavier. So everybody, everybody's watching this game, basically is what I was trying to say. Mm-hmm. And it ended up being a very, very exciting game. Very close, just like you said, back and forth for the whole 4 quarters, separated by 1 point most of the time. 60,129 fans in Autzen Stadium, which is a record for them. Now,
wow.
Now, granted, that's not the 84,000 that you and I are used to in Tiger Town, but it still gets pretty loud in that stadium. I don't know if it's just the way it's designed.
It doesn't get that loud in Death Valley.
It gets loud.
Because I know it gets loud, but I haven't been to Autzen.
Yeah, you know how loud it gets in it, but it got pretty loud in Autzen Stadium. And just a fantastic game. And watching the excitement in the town, the excitement in the stadium, and just people were really pumped up to be there and pumped up to watch that game. Ohio State brought a ton of fans. Mm-hmm. We tried to get there. I wanted to get there earlier because I knew Ohio State was going to bring a lot of people in town. Mm-hmm. And of course, I was late because of stupid construction here in Napa slowing me down. And of course, I needed to sleep.
I was thinking that was the case. I didn't know Napa slowed you down.
I lost a lot of time in Napa.
Because you left too early?
Yeah, because they were doing construction. I didn't know they were going to be doing construction at 1 a.m. And so that slowed me down too. And when I got there, my parking spot that I like, gone. It's all full. But we found another one fairly close in the neighborhood. And it was about the same price. So just paid it, parked in the yard, and walked on in. Hung out with my son and his fiance in pregame. We all went together. It was the 3 of us that went together. We went to hang out with the alumni group and parent group. And, I didn't get the registration, but they still let me in. There's like, if you got $25, you can get it. All right, cool, here. Let me done.
Talking about.
And fortunately, it's because she remembered me from the previous time. She's like, okay, yeah, come on. Because I was like, I didn't get the email. I would have been here if I'd gotten the email, Went in there, hung out, had beer and wine, and just ate good and watched our future daughter-in-law eat like you do when you starving and just smashing food. I mean, that little girl was smashing that food. Went into the game, and just like I said, the game did what it did. It was just unbelievable excitement going down on the field, rushing the field. You couldn't hear. It was really, really loud. You got to see the hard head at the end, and he was just super sweaty because it's just adrenaline for everybody, but it was a great experience. And then we left, and I did have one interesting moment there as I was trying to leave Autzen. Well, no, actually trying to leave the campus, if you will, because you called when we was walking back to the cars. And I said, I'm almost to the car, and I'll just call you when I get in the car. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I call you back after I got in the car and got in line to try to get out of town. No big deal. That's pretty standard. It's actually pretty easy compared to Clemson because it's a city. It's not easy to get out of there. It's a lot easier. But I'm on the phone talking to you, right? And I hear, and I look to my passenger side window, and I see a red jersey, like an Ohio State jersey. And the guy says, I said, yo, or something like that, basically just acknowledging him. Mm-hmm. And when I said that, this dude tried to open the door to my car.
Ooh!
So he tried to open the door to my car. And I don't know if you remember, but I yelled very loudly, back up.
Yeah. I heard you.
Back up.
Because I was like, who are you talking to? Didn't know what was going on.
So I told him to back away from the car, but he was, the way he was tapping is like he needed some help, So I said, what do you want? And he said, I need some help. And I said, what do you want? And then he says, can I get in? And I told him, you can back the hell up from my car. And he kept pleading his case, as if he needed something. Because by that point, I've tuned him out now. Because I'm thinking my natural reflex is to drive off or fight. Kind of thing. That's what I'm thinking.
Fight or flight.
Yeah. So, but I couldn't drive off because we were in the line of the traffic.
Yeah.
You can't move,
That makes me think about a time in the Clemson line. I'm sorry for having a squirrel moment, but the traffic leaving Clemson.
Yeah. So you get it.
Yeah.
You can't move. You know? If you get carjacked, you're stuck. Yeah. Basically. And so he's trying to plead his case. And you heard me, I politely asked him if he wanted his ass kicked.
Yeah.
And he backed away. Mm-hmm. And he went on down the road. But I'm like, what is wrong with these zombies out here in Eugene, Oregon?
That's what somebody just said. Zombie alert. Cinder Fractal just said zombie alert.
What's up with these zombies out here, man?
Yeah. Oh, I hope that never happens to me. I would probably not even think about the person in front of me. Probably would just hit the gas, just get away. I don't know. Maybe not.
And the thing is, you're totally fine. You're totally fine in that.
No, you're not supposed to hit somebody in the back.
No, but you're thinking you need to get away. You would have tried to turn your wheel to get away, just out of a reflex. Mm-hmm. But
especially if I wasn't packing like my daddy used to.
Yeah,
have a crowbar up under his seat. He would have brought it out.
I didn't have a crowbar.
So you want to get in here? I don't look like you.
No, you
I don't have no upper body strength.
I didn't have a crowbar, but I know one thing. He was going to have a long night if I got out that car. Because I was pissed.
Thank you, John.
I was pissed. What's that John says? Says, I wouldn't want someone like Aunt getting out of the car with my ass. Mess around and find out.
Really odd people saying random, bizarre things. Yep.
Man, but yeah, that was an interesting moment after
the game.
The game. Such a fun time, historic time for that university. That's their first time beating I think it was a top 5 team in the regular season or something like that, and at home, and then they had their record crowd. It was just, I am really glad to have been a part of it. I'm glad that the family was there and able to experience it, and they had a good time, even though they about got crushed in the crowd rush right at the end of the game. Oh yeah, that's another thing. So at the end of the game, it's 10 seconds left. I got a video up on my YouTube shorts. It's like 10 seconds left, and the guy tries to make the play and he doesn't, and time runs out. So the crowd wants to rush down the stadium onto the field, meaning they just running down these steps full speed as best they can. And stadium stairs are treacherous if you walk in. Mm-hmm. So these drunken kids, because it is in the student section, they're all just wanting to run down these steps. Unfortunately, they tried to run into me, and that wasn't going to end well for them. So I stopped them and yelled at a couple of them, because right in front of me, because where we were was in the parent section. There was an older lady in front of me. She could have been badly hurt and trampled.
Or Kelly behind Isaiah.
You know, and then right behind me, my future daughter-in-law, she's only 4 feet tall. I felt her in the crack of my butt. That's how short she is. She got mashed right into the back of me. So we retrieved her, made sure she was okay. And Isaiah, he was all right. But I just told these kids, like, no, you ain't doing that yet. You're not moving. Hold up. And people kept running down. They ended up hitting one kid square in the chest. Wham. Nope. You ain't doing that.
Isaiah said they not listening to you. They wasn't listening to him. They couldn't hear him. They could see his face, but nobody could hear what he was saying.
They were in a different world. But then when they moved, that's when I was like, all right, I'm not moving. So you're going to feel this. And they stopped. And then security did what they were going to do normally and let everybody out in an orderly fashion, you know.
So nobody got hurt. That's good.
No. Oh, no. Some people got hurt.
I know people got hurt, but I'm saying.
But not on my watch.
So that people wouldn't get hurt.
It's not on my watch. Reckless youth, says Cinder Fractal.
Yeah. They're part of the zombies too.
Man. Yeah, and I did lose my voice a little bit, but I think, at least this is what I'm finding in this experience, the 8-hour drive alone, I'm not talking.
You're healing. Your voice is... You're not having to talk to anybody.
I'm not talking for at least 8 hours straight. You know?
How did you bring from a 10-hour drive to an 8-hour drive? How did you make this happen?
Well, no, that was that first week. It's usually about 9. It's about 9. That first time when I went up there, was it Michigan State? The other weekend, I think it was Michigan State. Yeah, I was hauling ass on that one. I admit that. I was gone, and
hope you wasn't driving like you was driving coming around a mountain just now. Have me scared shitless.
I was doing 49 mile an hour.
In a what?
Coming from Denver, from dinner. That was
in a what?
It was partly 35, partly 45.
No. We were not on the freeway, and I'm sitting here like, oh my goodness, the everyday people gonna be there.
Yeah.
You do not have to come around this mountain like this.
No, but the thing is, my car is.
I understand that, but you do that when you by your own self.
Oh gosh, driving up and down the mountains here in my car, it's so much fun.
You think so?
It's so much. You should sit in the driver's seat. You don't drive my car.
No.
But you should sit in the driver's seat and drive my car around those.
Maybe I should just get a new car, like a new sports type car, or get a new like smaller car that I would, can whip around the corners and stuff like that really easily instead of Big Booty Judy.
No, keep Big Booty Judy. That's a good car you got. What is this in here? You don't sing your show tunes in the car ride? You smart ass. Show tunes. Nah. What's funny is that hit me like Monday morning. It was like my voice was weak, but it didn't feel like it normally would. And I was like, well, I don't talk. I normally just fire up podcasts that I'm behind on or something like that, or Club Shay Shay. That's normally what I'm doing, or books,
music,
or something.
You do all of it,
and so I'm not talking. It's just me in the car. And heck, now even when you in the car on that trip, you be you over there in your own world. You don't talk either.
Yeah, I do, and I'm spoken to. But if you're doing something, then I might as well do something too.
Okay, so you say when I'm doing something, as in driving. Is that what you mean?
I mean, you don't want me to have my phone mounted in my car to have something playing. And I feel like it's just like having somebody in the car, that you would turn and look at them and go back and forth, the same thing. But I don't know where I was going with this story.
Here we go again.
Wait a minute. Man. I don't know.
Just
but
totally
anyway,
totally losing it.
I'm not.
Bless your heart, dear. It's okay.
But
It's
you
fine.
drive fast around the corners sometimes. I understand you got control of your car, but
I do. I do. Uh-oh. That thing froze just now. I don't know why. But anyway, we're good now. Yeah, so that was the whole Oregon trip thing. And I appreciate y'all asking about that. Go to the YouTube channel and check out the shorts and see that little clip there that were recorded from the field. It was pretty cool. Just, it's so much fun. That was as close to a Clemson environment as we'll ever get over here.
oh, wow.
Real talk. It was by far the closest, you know.
We had some great experiences over there in Death Valley.
We're going to pause momentarily for a short break. So shout out to my man Finn and Patreon, because he loves these ad breaks. And speaking of Patreon, if you're a Patreon member, I am throwing up an ad-free version of the show inside of that. Otherwise, y'all stay right there and listen to this ad. And we are back. Everyday people doing everyday shit. Check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/Ant Pruitt. Again, that's patreon.com/Ant Pruitt. Become a supporter, become a member, be it a free member, be it a paid member. Just come on in, join the conversation. I really, really enjoy hanging out over there and talking to everybody in there about whatever. Sometimes it is totally dadgum random.
Not everyday shit.
The discussions is that we have in there, some pictures and things like that. And like, I believe Patreon heard about the zombies first, you know. So yeah, the Eugene zombies. Anyway, you got anything on your brain? Dang, I need a cricket sound effect, boy. Good Lord.
No, not that I can think of anything.
Oh, she's yawning again. So
no.
So are you tired now?
No, I'm not tired. I'm comfortable. I'm extremely comfortable and full.
Okay.
Yeah, we went and had some delicious dinner at a place.
Yeah.
These hole in the walls have been coming through.
Yeah.
For real.
We
Don't expect it and they come and it's like, oh my goodness, this food is so delicious. I don't know if I'm hungry, but it's so delicious.
Well, see, that's, as you mentioned tonight at dinner, that's the whole beauty of the quote empty nest syndrome that we got going on. You know, because I gotta tell you, it's nowadays cooking just feels like a chore, and I'm like, nah, I'll grab some mayonnaise and bread and some sandwich meat.
Yeah,
you know, but cooking just feels like a chore, and then it's just the two of us. So a lot of times, even going out to eat is cheaper than going to buy something to cook. Mm-hmm. So,
sometimes we have leftovers.
Yeah, and then there's that.
And I've been eating my leftovers.
Yeah.
There was once upon a time that I was too bougie for leftovers.
Yeah.
This was before I moved to California.
California broke us.
Yeah.
On several.
It's like big time. Oh, you gonna get down to the Every little bit counts. Oh man. So I've been eating even breakfast.
Yeah.
I never had breakfast leftovers, eggs and stuff, but that was delicious.
Good. That's the thing. It was good.
See, it's just these little places.
Yeah, there's a lot of these hole in the wall places here in Sonoma County, and when you drive past them, they're so unassuming when you see them. Because a lot of them are in these strip malls that have no maintenance done on them.
Nope.
And they're not going to get any maintenance done on them because it's too daggum expensive to do remods and stuff like that. So they just try to keep it as clean as possible. But
the inside
is a whole different story.
Yeah. Like it's way different on the inside.
And it's been a lot of good food around these places.
Well, except for the The one tonight, the bar was not, which, I mean, it wasn't bad. It was like, what did you call it? A pub?
The bar was a standard pub.
It was a pub. Okay.
Yeah, it was a standard pub.
I ain't mad about it.
No, I ain't tell you mad. I'm just saying it's a standard pub, but the food we got there
was not standard.
No.
Nope. That was not standard.
Not even close. It was so good.
I'm having flashbacks. I ate all of it.
Yeah. Every daggone bit of it. It was good. Wow. I wanted to pull up something from a couple weeks back. I thought I'd share it with everybody here on the show. Queen Pruitt, I need to break something to you. I have been dishonest in dealing with some things and working through some things. You know, I know this last 6 months has been pretty tough on the both of us. Okay. But I have to do what I need to do as far as taking care of my own sanity and just, even if it's going out and play cards, going out photo walk, you know, sometimes meeting people. I don't know why there's a baby crying next door, but that's okay. But anyway, I just want to confess to you that I did meet somebody, and she's my Vietnamese wife, and she does okay with cooking, but she does bring me tea and coffee pretty much every morning. It's pretty awesome when I'm over there. So I said I'll go ahead and break that news to you and share it with everybody here in the live stream and just get that out the way, because no sense in hiding it anymore. So let's go ahead and just go there.
Welcome to The Collective, where every day feels like home.
See you in our beautiful home.
Oh, you opened the door for somebody?
To luxurious features.
Just that once.
Our homes are thoughtfully designed with your comfort and convenience in mind. Relax and entertain in large and open
You really
living
got your
spaces.
shoes off, like barefoot.
And
She's not barefoot.
I'm comfortable. Feeling good. Comfortable. My face clean.
Lay back, kick back,
Beautiful
and
sunshine coming
generous
through all
primary
these big
suites.
ass windows in this place.
Unbelievable.
Bring your culinary visions to life
You know,
in
the
your
cooking
spacious
thing,
gourmet
as
kitchen.
usual, I'm still in the kitchen.
Hey. Oh, wow.
Work from home?
You know,
Private dens
and of
offer
course,
multi-purpose
trying to
fun
find
spaces
people to pay
work,
me
study, or
working
indulge
at
in your
home.
hobbies.
You talking nice to her.
At the
She's
clubhouse,
interrupting you in your
relaxation
office.
will
No,
always be within
she only did it
all
once.
year
That's the thing.
Why didn't you get to go by the pool?
Because I was working. Because I was working. Didn't you see that? In my little office with my little Windows-ish laptop working.
She's telling you she's going out by the pool. She'll see you later.
Yeah. You know, all right, now this is pretty damn funny. This is my people talking now. Working from home with the lock screen.
Yeah, doing hardcore work.
Those are my people right there. Noticing the lock screen. That
On a Mac?
That I'm not working. You know?
I didn't notice any of that.
That's what's up,
He
man.
wasn't working.
Those are my people right there. I appreciate that, John Helms. That's hilarious, bro. Yeah, that was an ad shot for True Mark Holmes. I don't know where it's airing, but it was a funny experience, you know, being able to meet my Vietnamese wife, you know. I might bring her around from time to time, but I don't know. We'll see.
Well, we'll be able to talk.
That's right. You know Vietnamese.
You know Vietnamese.
Yes.
How you say it?
I say Vietnamese.
No, I've heard
Vietnamese.
I've heard you emulate how Vietnamese say Vietnamese. Vietnamese, something.
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese, something like that.
You speak Vietnamese?
Oh gosh, but yeah, that was a fun project, and it's something I wanted to point out on there because I sent this to my homie Matt, also known as Finn, up in on Signal, because I use Signal for my chats because I like my chats to be secured. Can I share the screen? There it is. You see my screen, right? Mm-hmm. This thing says Manteca's new gated 55 plus community.
I saw that. Did they have you down for that? Did you know that it was a 55 plus?
Yeah, I knew.
Oh, wow. So they found the youngest 55-year-old.
I am not 55 years old.
I know.
Let's go ahead and get that straight now.
But you were acting like one.
Yeah, exactly. I was acting.
I can't act like one.
So I was acting like myself, But
I hope I can't act like one, but I definitely can't.
55-year-old. I guess it's all of the gray in my beard and the no hair and the telling people to shut up with all the loud talking.
Yeah,
that does it. I don't know.
That's it.
But that was a fun shoot that paid well. I appreciate them paying me for that. Unlike the other ad that I was in. Look here, man. I can't say who that ad was for, but I will tell you it was for a big tech company. And that's all I'll say. If I see you in person, I'll tell you who the ad was for.
Really?
Because in person is a little more secure because of the NDA and all of that stuff. But that one pissed me off because they could have paid way more money than what they paid me. And then when I saw the ad run, I think I was about as big as that on the screen.
I don't think anybody can see you.
I think I was about as big as that on the screen right there. The tip of that. It was, you would if you didn't know where to look, when to look, and know exactly my mannerisms, you'd have never saw my black ass in that ad. You'd have never saw me. I'm like, man, first off, you didn't pay, and you had me out there all that time. Well, no, you paid, but you could have paid more. And then you had me out there all that time for me to literally be a speck. A speck.
You were just a shadow.
Dude,
you were a shadow. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like a shadow.
No, shadows are bigger. This looked like a speck of dust on the lens.
It looked like a shadow back there. Because you could see it when it moved. That's it. You could just see this little. Yeah, I think a shadow.
That shit was hilarious, man. Yeah, I showed that to Matt when I was up there one time, and yeah, we laughed about that pretty heartily too. But yeah, that was one thing that happened recently. Is that thing finally went public. I don't know where it's airing. I'm assuming it's airing here in the Central Valley because that particular community is in the Central Valley here in California. And then, of course, on their YouTube channel, which these companies, their YouTube channels always stink. But they don't care about YouTube. They care about the radio ads and the TV ads. That's their thing. So I'm glad to have that on there and can put that on my IMDb profile, as my man, Mr. John Helm says. Damn right. That's exactly what I'm going to do. SAG card. Ooh.
I hope we can get there.
Fun fact about SAG cards. I don't know what you know, dear, but
I think you got to be invited to get on there. Well, that ball is super wet.
Well, no.
It's nasty.
I'm just saying in general, at least from the stuff that I've been seeing in the acting workspace with those two platforms that I'm on, that we're on, Backstage and Casting Networks.
And even with having conversation on set with a couple people, every time I see something in my feed, it says non-union. Mm-hmm. Damn near every time. Mm-hmm. Non-union. We're looking for people. Non-union. Is that what you're getting?
I see a lot of non-union. That's why I have it set up like that too.
See, I didn't filter mine to say non-union.
But a lot of it is just... No, I didn't put it in to say non-union, okay. But I do see a lot of non-union.
Oh, okay. Pull your mic to you a little bit. But I noticed that, and then I was on set a couple of times, and there are people on set that have friends or associates that are SAG affiliates or SAG members, and they're not working. They're not working because they
can't afford to be paid.
Because apparently the different studios or production houses or whatever are scared of some type of, I don't know, fallout of something going wrong. And, you know, with all of the previous demands, rightful demands from the union, a lot of them are like, no, we're just going to stay away. Now, not that I've been treated poorly on any of these sets that I've been on, other than said tech company taking forever in doing what they did to piss me off. But I've not been treated poorly, been paid and paid on time, that kind of thing. But they were saying, and I don't know exactly how true it is, but it makes sense considering everything that I see says non-union, damn near everything. And the only people that are really getting stuff are the upper echelon B+ people. B+ and above people, you know?
Yeah, not F- like me right now.
You're not an F-. Come on.
I might have a D. I'm passing.
Come on, man.
I think I'm passing.
You better than that.
I'm not active in any type of anything.
You're getting ready to do it like in 5 days.
Yeah. But I haven't really been active. But we've been busy on other projects like busy, Life.
Dude. Yeah. We ain't been able to do anything else. I ain't been able to do anything else. I ain't been able to write. I ain't been able to shoot. The only thing I shot was those ball games. And that was a hustle.
Still
to
hustling.
Squeeze those in. Every day I'm hustling. You know. Yeah,
I'm going to go to Lucky
and Fractal. You just moved, dadgummit. Please.
I know.
Tell us, I
know. I have to be reminded sometimes.
That's what's up.
It's my body is still trying to get caught up. You trying to do some kind of reaction. You too late.
Yeah, I just want to tell him.
It's too late. It's too late. It's too late.
He's correct. Thank you, Cinder Fractal. Thank you for that in the chat. Appreciate that. All right, I'm going to pause one more time for another break. Y'all stay right there, and we'll be right back after this. And we are back. Everyday people doing everyday shit. I am Aunt Pruitt. Thank y'all for being here and checking us out and listening to us each and every week on whatever podcast app you enjoy. Thank you for being a part of our Patreon community. Go to patreon.com/Aunt Pruitt. Join the community as a free member or paid member, and join the conversations that we have there, because that is pretty much my social media right now. I still use social media here and there, but most of the stuff that I actually, care to share as in being social, I put it in Patreon with our folks there. So yeah, patreon.com/Aunt Pruitt. Anything else, dear, before we go? I do have one thing to share, but if you got anything.
I'm thinking about my snacks right now. It's a full freaking moon and I want to eat snacks. It's my Sunday. I go back to work. Tomorrow's my Monday. And if I want to eat some snacks, some ice cream, oat milk ice cream, that's Breyers. If you have any type of dairy issue, it is the best vanilla ice cream ever. Oat milk by Breyers. Ice cream. And I need something salty. So, I don't know yet. Probably some white potato chips. It'd be like cake and ice cream. Chips.
Feel better now? Got that out of your system?
You said you asked me if I had anything else to say. That's what I wanted to say.
I said if you had anything to share about, like, I thought you had
I won't do any microwave.
topic.
I will not do any microwave bag popcorn this time. Unless I come across some in the store while I'm there. Briars, yes.
Yeah, Cinder Fractal asked about microwave popcorn.
The gummies I'm not going to do because I think that it's pulled out a filling or something. I'm laying off the gummies for a little bit. I'm just having the ice cream.
Good for you, dear.
I go through phases. I'll just like, what is it? Become obsessed with something for a little bit. And I was obsessed with those gummies and I still like them, but I gotta watch my tooth, so I'd rather just have ice cream. I want some ice cream.
Orthodontia issues and concerns, if you will.
I hope these come off at the end of this month. They're supposed to. Good Lord willing. Come on. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm going to do so much better. I've done
this month. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah, so I hope I don't have to do the play.
That's like next
with
week,
braces. Right? We got 2 weeks left in October.
Oh yeah,
it's only
today's
16.
Okay, so we got a couple weeks. Okay, dang. All right, cool. That's good to hear.
All right.
So what I wanted to get off my chest is say, remember that trial job, folks, that we were talking about a couple weeks back, the trial job, and I told y'all last week I showed up on Monday. Just even though I wasn't sure if I was supposed to or not. And yeah, I showed up last week and kept going and showed up this previous Monday, just 2 days ago prior to recording this show, with the same thought in mind, like, dang, nobody's really said if I made the cut or not, or wanted to talk about money or anything like that. But I'm just going to go in there and see if they kick me out. Well, they did not kick me out, nor did they talk about money with me. But that's okay, because somebody else did. Somebody else did talk about money with me. So at the end of the month, clear my throat, I will be starting another daggum job, y'all.
Woo!
Going back to the world of the 9 to 5 and doing that whole thing. And Lord have mercy, I am super grateful for that. Yeah, this is big. It's going to change a lot of things for me from a workflow standpoint, because, you know, I'm a 9 to 5er now, or 8 to 5er, whatever you want to call it. And it's been a little while. Money is better. Money is much better than this trial job now. It's not Twit money. I don't think people know how well Twit paid. You know, I don't think people know. It's not Twit money, but it's good, and it's going to be all right. I'm very, very happy. I'm still going to shoot on the weekends when I can. I'm still going to shoot ball games when I can, because parents will still email from time to time. Hey, will you be at the game on such and such day? Can you take pictures of my child? Blah, 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 blah. Sure. You know, that I'll still do that while I can. Creator office hours, though. Don't know when that's going to happen. No idea ever again. Because if I'm shooting on the weekends, I can't be doing live streams unless I get up crazy early. Unless I get up crazy early to do this stuff. Here recently, that ain't happening.
Been tired. You're still trying to recover from everything too. You might not realize it.
Right.
From the move and then driving and driving and driving and driving the move.
Exactly. So
working.
So yeah, it's I'm not sure what's going to be going down with creator office hours here in the near future. I'll put something on the blog at some point. Put something in Patreon at some point. But I still want to do it. I just don't know when to do it. because right now the weekends would be filled with, I'm hoping, other money makers. You know, I'm shooting something for somebody, or I'm writing, because I'm not going to be able to write as much during the week now, because ZDNet still has that door open for me to write for them. Mm-hmm. And that's another revenue stream for me, and I don't want to give that up. So yeah, I don't know. And then Sunday night, I like how Sunday night is popping up here in this idea from John Hill. Says maybe a Sunday night every other week. That may be an option. I don't know. Sunday in general sounds a little bit better, and I know that is blasphemous in some regions of this country. But Saturdays, I'm watching college football. I don't even pick up my phone. You know, people want to text me and send me these DMs and notifications and stuff on social media on Saturday. I never see them. Never. So Saturdays are out the window until maybe February. And even then, that's a guess. So Sundays does sound a little more like potential there. But I don't know. I really don't know. I'll figure it out after I get started with said gig in November. Yeah, it'll be at the end of this month. So I'll figure it out then. But I'm very, very grateful for the opportunities. Believe it or not, I tried to get on with this company previously and didn't get in. You know, won't get into the reasons now, but I'm grateful that they...
But everything happens for one.
Yeah, right. So I'm grateful for them giving me a shot.
Yeah.
You know, so...
And you know, you left off the part where my hours are a lot like your hours right now. So we will be together more in the evenings.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that came in at the right time. It doesn't sound like it would make a difference, or that it was even used in the right context.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think so.
Being at home on the same schedule with you at the same time on a regular basis.
What the hell?
No. Not for that.
Well, it's gonna be kind of interesting. This will be the test of all tests to see if we make it through.
See if we kill each other.
We're gonna kill each other or not. It is not romantic.
Dude, I don't know, man.
Cue romantic music. Barry White.
Nope.
See? It's a good thing I got a TV to watch. I can lay up with my blanket and my hot coffee by my own self and not even see you for some days.
That's right.
Let's get it started. That's my vacation.
Wait a minute. John Helm says something about office hours here. What do you say? What about sharing an office hours by bringing other creators on to discuss topics? Just ideas. Yeah. And that's a damn good idea. But the problem is the schedule. The time zone is one thing. You know, that whole 3-hour time difference is, it's amazing how much of a challenge that is. I remember dealing with that doing my shows, you know, doing hands-on photography. And there were so many people. I was like, hey, yeah, Aunt, I see you've been doing the show. I'll come on and help you out, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I said, all right, well, let's do it on this day at such time. And they're like, wait a minute, I'm going to be at so-and-so. And I said, I'm Pacific time. They're like, oh, what?
That's 3 whole hours. It hit home when we first moved out here and that first, you know, New Year's Eve. And it's like, we're celebrating on the East Coast. And then it's like, wait, you got 3 hours to wait? Like, no, we got to wait 3 more hours before it's your New Year.
Yeah.
That's a long time. That's a movie and a half.
That first New Year was pretty freaking interesting.
It was.
to see.
It was so weird.
Because all of our phones were chiming from all of our so-called loved ones telling us Happy New Year that hadn't texted us the whole year.
It was so cool, though. And it wasn't. But even though people in California celebrate on East Coast time because of the ball drop and everything, they don't.
Oh, yeah. It's a different culture, if you will. People over here that have been here all their life, they definitely have gotten used to the East Coast runs things media wise, you know.
Yeah.
Breaking news over there hits differently.
Yeah.
Than breaking news over here. You know. And he says he hope we text him back 3 hours later. I think we did. I want to say we did do that. Just ringing people's phones at 3 a.m. over there. But man, yeah, it was totally different, and took us a minute to get used to the time zone stuff. I mean, yeah, I had experienced it on a temporary basis from travel and whatnot, but I was only, you know, if I'm out here, it was for a week, a couple of days or what have you, and then I'm right back to my regular schedule. But, you know, going a couple weeks and and nobody communicates on your time, you know.
It's different.
I mean, it's a lot easier for me because my circle was really small anyway compared to yours. Mm-hmm. So I didn't have as much to battle with, but the circle did definitely get smaller and smaller, which is I'm okay with. But, you know, you had all of these cronies and Miss Popularity and all of that.
Cronies. Oh, you are old.
I'm oldish. Get it right.
What about my blanket? This is my favorite. This is my favorite. I love Jack and Sally.
Wait a minute. Cinder says Queen's blanket. Put the shrooms down.
Oh, I don't get it.
Oh, because he's talking about the Nightmare Before Christmas, and the cord looks like her mouth was moving. That's why he said put down the shrooms. That's pretty funny.
I could see that happening the way it was.
The headphone cable being right where it is right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
It looks like her mouth's moving.
I could see that.
That's pretty funny.
Sally Shock talking. Put down the shrooms.
I love our live chat.
It's good.
All right, everybody, we're gonna get out of here. Thank y'all.
Yeah, because I gotta go to
this
Lucky
week and hanging with us each and every week.
Thank you. It's fun times.
Thank you for telling everybody about this little podcast that we do. And like I said, yeah, I got a new gig coming up at the end of the month, but I still have every intent on being here on Wednesdays and doing what we do here. Wednesdays at roughly 8 p.m. our time or 8:30 our time. Depends on what happens with dinner. Like tonight should have been 8:30.
I wish we could have sat and basked in the glory of that meal, but we had to rush out.
Yeah, we had to get
and
back.
then all of my food was pushed to my back going down the road at 500 miles an hour.
It was only 350. Not
what?
500.
Oh,
Anyway, thank y'all again. Please hit share on whatever service you use, be it social media, be it your podcast app. Please. If you send me memes and all of this stuff, I'm hoping you can share this show because you clearly know how to share stuff with people. Thank y'all. All right, everybody. Be good to yourself. Do something good for yourself. Do something good for someone else. And please know that it is okay to love you some you. We shall see y'all next time. Take care.
Good night.